Good morning, Marmots! It's day 8 on the John Muir Trail. I'm at the South Fork of the San Joaquin River. The John Muir Trail, or JMT, is a 211-mile trail across California, from Yosemite Valley all the way down to Mount Whitney, the highest peak in the lower 48. Over the last 7 days, I have walked more than 200,000 steps, bringing me deep into this incredible wilderness. I'm about halfway now. Time to rise and shine. I reclaimed my bear can to make breakfast then.
We have a problem. My lighter is not working. I cannot boil water. I couldn't make coffee or oatmeal. I'm just gonna eat a bar and hopefully this works. Cold oatmeal, not bad. My hypothesis is they're wet, so I'll try to dry, but I may be wrong. If they don't work, I'll just have to eat cold meal all along. It's just fine. I'm not gonna die.
After downing some cold oatmeal, I broke camp, grabbed my semi-dry clothes, and filtered some water. I think I'm finally getting efficient at this whole morning routine. All right, day 8. It's a halfway because I have 16 days to finish JMT Sovo. Bag is packed. I'm ready to hit the trail. I am aiming to walk today like 13 to 14 miles. Today, I am finally getting into Evolution Valley. I've been talking with the hikers on the trail, and they've been just talking and praising about how beautiful Evolution Valley is. So I've been looking forward today. There's no pass today. Whew. But I'll be camping right below the Muir Pass. So that is Wanda Lake. That's kind of the destination I'm thinking. My legs are really sore today. They're like, I don't want to walk. Okay, morning mood check. I was a little bit disappointed that my lighters didn't work this morning, so I couldn't drink coffee. So I'm a little bit sleepy right now. Hopefully I can wake up as I start walking. Yeah, the weight of my pack is not very different from yesterday, so it's gonna be heavy today too. It's gonna get lighter and lighter, but yeah, today it's heavy too. Excited, tired, sleepy. Yeah, that's the morning mood today. Okay, daily challenge. I was thinking about this last night before falling asleep. I was like, oh, I'm so tired, then maybe I could go a little bit easy. Is there any easier daily challenge? I was thinking about it. But in other words, I think rather than isolating myself, I should connect with the nature and other hikers a lot more. So I will connect with at least one hiker who is older than me, probably at my dad's age, and ask for some trail wisdom or some hiking tips for long distance hike like JMT and PCT. It's gonna be challenging because I am getting into another like shy introvert mode again. But yeah, if it's easy, it's not challenging, right? Let's hit the trail. Halfway meant I had to do it all over again, but this time with heavier legs and an exhausted body and a tired mind. Could I really do it? And just when I was deep in that thought, I met a hiker who reminded me what resilience looks like.
Here with?
I'm Erica Huber, trail name Ruel.
Why are you doing this hard thing?
Yeah, my trail name is Ruel because my son's middle name is Ruel. In September, it will be 11 years to mark his death. And it was a sudden, tragic loss. He was running on the track right out of college. This is something what he often did, is take a run by our house, and he had an undetected heart defect, and that day he ran, it took his life. It was a shock to all of our systems, our family, and those first couple weeks of shock was just really hard. But then Griffin and I were going to do a hike together up in Mount Hood, East. We didn't get to do that.
But who, Griffin?
Griffin is my son's name, yeah. So I thought, I'm gonna go do that hike because we were gonna do it together, but it was bigger than I'd ever done. A 5-mile hike for me was a big hike back then, and this was over 10. And so I did it, and it felt good. It was the best I had felt since he died, because climbing a mountain, you're forced to breathe. And after losing Griffin, I couldn't breathe. I just was in shock. And that mountain climbing and the beautiful air and the beautiful scenery and the alpine was so restorative. Yeah. So that helped me, and I've been hiking weekly ever since. And it's brought me a lot of joy and peace, and I connect to Griffin on the trail. I never feel like I'm alone.
If you can leave
any comment, one comment for any solo hikers out there who's afraid of starting this, what would you say?
I've never really felt alone out here because while I'm going northbound, there's all these southbound people heading towards me. People out here, even though we're doing something really hard, this is the land of happy people.
I feel that. I totally, 100%. Yes.
Yeah, it's the land of happy people,
There's
yes, and even though you know what they're going through, because you're going through it, they say, "Hi, how are you doing? I'm great," you know? Because it's just so spectacular. The beauty is just indescribable. You really do have to see it.
Evolution Valley is truly one of the most magical sections. I found myself wondering what kinds of wonders could I see in life if I was willing to walk 200,000 steps in. I was tired, but I was praying that each step will carry me deeper and deeper into this beauty.
I'm here with...
I'm Ted, and trail name is Ted Man Walkin'.
Ted Man Walking. All right, I love it. Why are you doing this?
Because I love being out here. There's nothing fills my bucket more than being out in the wilderness.
What's been the hardest and what's been the best of trails?
Well, the hardest is going over some of the passes carrying a big pack.
Okay, for sure.
But you know, the views, that every step you stop and look around, and it's just exquisite. I mean, you can't be beat. The high Sierras especially are magical.
That's right.
You know, and I've hiked all over the world, but we always come back here.
If you can share some trail wisdom with the young or less experienced hikers.
I would say, you know, get away from technology.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need it, and especially out here, the trails are marked. You know, learn to use a map. Just really enjoy what we have out here. You know, every uphill, follows a downhill. So, you know, you just put your head down and get in a rhythm, and one step after the other.
Big thanks to all the hikers who chatted with me on the trail. Thank you so much. Daily challenge completed. All right, lunchtime. I'm gonna make amazing tuna wrap today because I got tuna and tortilla in my resupply bucket yesterday. I even have a mayo. While I'm making this, let's do Trail Tale time, where I talk about a piece of my gear and related story. As you can see, I'm having this mosquito net. Today's gear I'm gonna talk about is mosquito protection. In summer, mosquito is really bad, and I have really bad memories about mosquitoes. Once in Kings Canyon, once in Glacier National Park, and there were so many mosquitoes and I couldn't breathe. They easily penetrate your leggings, and I got like 30 to 40 mosquito bites in one day. So when I was preparing for JMT, I swear I wanted to do everything I could do in my power to protect myself from mosquitoes. So I have 4 things. 1, mosquito net. It doesn't look really cool, but it really helps. Another thing is I treated my shirts and my pants with permethrin. I think permethrin is one of the most effective methods I've tried. You don't have to carry any extra weight once it dries out. So Ranger said, don't wash your permethrin treated clothes in the river or in the lake. What he recommended was to use a bear can. So empty the bear can, fill the water, wash your clothes then, and dump the water somewhere far. And it's a lot of work. So to be honest, I just air dry my shirts and pants. Another thing is mosquito coil. And Ranger said, yeah, you could use that. I used that once in Yosemite, and it was really good at camp. Problem about mosquito coil is it really easily breaks. Yesterday, I took it out at MTR and it just broke all in pieces, so I dumped that. Oh my gosh, I got mosquito bite. And last one is this spray. I'm gonna use it probably a lot today. It doesn't smell good and it's chemical, but it's effective, so I'm gonna use it when it's really bad. Another thing is wearing the long pants. I'm gonna change it to long pants after this. I was chatting with several hikers coming from south this morning, and they said the mosquitoes are really bad around Wanda Lake, where I was gonna camp tonight. I think I should go further. I'm gonna eat lunch, change it to long pants, and keep going.
In the afternoon, the long uphill to Evolution Lake hit me hard. The pain in my waist just wouldn't go away, it only grew sharper. I was checking my mileage every 20 minutes, taking breaks constantly. I was very slow. But Evolution Lake and Sapphire Lake were some of the most beautiful thing I had ever seen. It felt unreal to be standing over there. Still, with all the pain and fatigue, a part of me was thinking about quitting for the first time. And it made me really sad to feel like I couldn't fully take it in, as if my own weakness was getting in the way. I was breaking into a cold sweat from the pain in my waist. As I got closer to Wanda Lake, I was so excited to finally wrap up the day and rest. But then another problem appeared.
Mosquitoes, oh my gosh.
Because of the mosquitoes, it was impossible to camp around the Wanda Lake. That left me with a little choice but to keep climbing over Muir Pass to find the campsite. And by then, evening was already closing in.
It's so hard.
In that hardest moment, I was learning that I was the only one who can carry myself to the other side.
I'm here at Lake Helen and I think I'm camping here. I don't think I can walk anymore. Oh, hardest today.
It was finally time for the campsite routine. First, I gave my feet a rest and cross. They were the real heroes today. I pitched my tent quickly, then grabbed fresh water from Lake Helen. Every part of my body was screaming, so I stretched to calm them down. I chugged the orange flavored electrolyte water, and finally, dinner time.
Thankfully, my lighter is working again, so I made hot dinner. Today's dinner is teriyaki rice, one of my favorite. It's getting cooked. I cannot show you because I put too much water probably. Today was a hard day, so I'm gonna eat dinner and I'm gonna sleep well. I'm gonna sleep a lot. I'm gonna sleep so well so that I'll be fully recovered tomorrow. View is beautiful. Let me show you.
I stashed my bear can away, and even the hardest day came to an end.
Alright everyone, that was day A. I'll say it was the hardest today since I started JMT hike. I struggled a lot today and things didn't go as planned, so I'm so grateful that I have a campsite for tonight and I am in my tent. So I walked around 15 miles, so in terms of the mileage it was not the biggest day, but I just struggled a lot. It took me around 10 hours. I had to take a lot of breaks. I was very slow on trail today. But anyway, that means I'm donating $150 today in honor of my dad for Parkinson's disease. In case you're curious, I am donating $10 per every mile I walk on JMT in honor of my dad for Parkinson's, because my dad is a person who always showed me the mountains and who always took me to the mountain. We wanted to do this kind of extended hike together, and now he's battling with the Parkinson's and we cannot do this together. It is just my greatest honor to share what I see on JMT with him and other people with similar conditions through this platform. And I have a daily challenge, and once I complete the daily challenge successfully, I donate 10% more of what I donate by walking that day, and I killed today's challenge as you saw. So I am donating $165 today, and in total so far that is $1,192. Trail diary, where I talk about what was the hardest thing today and what I'm most grateful for today. So today's hardest thing was, of course, the pain on my waist didn't go away. It was a very sharp pain, and today was the first day I was thinking that I might not be able to finish this. I might have to drop out in the middle. That made me so sad, and it was just so challenging from there. Evolution was very beautiful, but before and after evolution, it was just a nightmare. I struggled a lot. I had to stop and, cool my this part, the painful part down. I didn't have a lot of energy today. I was sad. I was a little bit depressed. It was a really hard day. Then mosquitoes kicked in. I was gonna camp around the Wanda Lake, but mosquitoes are so bad around the Wanda Lake. It was impossible to camp around the lake. So I had to climb Muir Pass. It was so hard. I didn't know what I was doing. My body was just moving to survive, I think. I'm so grateful that I survived the Muir Pass. When I was on top of Muir Pass, it was just so special moment, I think. And I'm also very grateful for people I had a chance to talk to thanks to today's daily challenge. It was great to connect with great people on trail. It was very beautiful moments when I connected with them, I think, on the trail. I'll think about those moments for a long time. All right, I am so ready to sleep. Tomorrow is another day. Hopefully I can take it a little bit easy, and hopefully it's a little bit easy on my body, but we'll see. All right, thank you for watching, everyone. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Mwah.